Blessed Sunday to you, everybody. Barber Dave here, and welcome to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home for another series of shaves starting on a Sunday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. The temperatures have finally cooled off here. Today we're going to do a shave we've done before, but we've kind of changed it up a little bit. We're going to be using Saponificio Varesino's Stella Alpina. I have a tendency to use that a little bit more when it starts to get cooler outside, and so it does not have its own coffered yet, but I've got this. As you know, Tucson is is the largest gem show and fossil show in the world, and this is a jar that my wife got me, which is Goniniatite. It's about 330 million years old with all kinds of neat fossils in it, so we'll be using it, and it's very heavy, so you don't want to drop it. For the razor, we're going to be using an Italian razor today, made by J.P. Alcamisi, and it is the Marshall Badoglio, and it's a very nice, interesting scaled razor, 6/8 full hollow, and it's a Soligen blade, and of course it's got the bolsters. That's been strop 30 and 60. For the brush, we'll be using the Sorrentino BrushWorks glow in the dark Barzini with the TSC with a cashmere knot. For the aftershave, we'll be using Stella Alpina, and I'll go over the notes of both the shaving soap and the aftershave here in a minute. And then probably one of my favorite Penhaligon scents, although they don't make it anymore. At least it's not available on the website. You can get it in secondary markets. And it's a large 200 milliliter bottle, and it's Penhaligon's Savoy Steam Eau de Cologne. Now, they do make an Eau de Parfum now that has different scent notes. It's not quite as good as this. This is basically like an alcohol steam towel in a bottle. It's just absolutely wonderful. We'll go over those notes as well. So that's pretty much about it, except for the talc. The talc we'll be using the big monster Proraso tub, and that's eucalyptus, rosemary, and mint. Obviously with the Saponificio Varesino, it's recommended that you float. It is a hard triple milled soap, and it's recommended that you put about a tablespoon of water on the top while you're taking your shower or getting ready, and then just build it for about a minute. Now, they say that that's all you need for a good lather. I think you need to add water personally, but it loads very easily, especially on the knot. Now, as far as the notes, Stella Alpina is what I call their high mountain collection. They have two. They have this and Tunda Artica, which I'll be doing tomorrow, I think. But the top notes for the Stella Alpina, and this match is identical to the aftershave, and I'm hoping at some point they do an Eau de Parfum on this one as well. But the top notes are lemon, bergamot, and basil. The middle notes are cypress, myrtle, and eucalyptus, and then the base notes are cypress and amber. So you do get some warming at the end, and basically, to me, it's like a mid-fall day up on the top of a 10,000-foot mountain with the cypress trees, the smell that you get from that. It's a beautiful smell. And then what's nice about the Savoy Steam, as far as the Penhaligons and matching it, the idea was the Turkish bath, the massage, the alcohol, the hammam, spa type of thing. And basically the notes on it are lemon, so it matches the Stella Alpina, lemon primiflor, which is a little bit higher age lemon, bergamot. The middle notes are eucalyptus and rosemary, and then the bottom notes are white cedar and fir. So it just brings it all together for a great combination. Hope everybody's being safe as we get ready for the Thanksgiving holiday down the road. I do hope that you guys will be spending it with family. I know there are many places that are requiring, or not requiring, but suggesting that people do not get together of 6 or more. And I don't know of a family that does not want to get together on Thanksgiving. So right out of the gate, this soap, you get the lemon and you get the basil right out of the gate, but you do get that eucalyptus. And when I look at Stella Alpina and I look at Penhaligons, the Savoy Steam, what I see, or what I get out of it is almost a medicinal hospital alcohol smell. Now, some of you may not like that. I personally think it smells clean and fresh and alcohol-y and medicinal. I guess you could argue it smells like sterilization, but but it's just a really neat combination. The Stella Alpina soap will take on a ton of water, especially if you're using a synthetic knot. But once you get it blended the way you want, it's just perfectly smooth. And like I said, I don't know if the light's picking up the shininess, but it's got a very nice consistency to it. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want, depending on what you're shaving with. With the fact that I'm shaving with a straight razor, I make it a little bit wetter. Than normal as I'm shaving with it. And we're going to do the first pass, and then we'll go ahead and speed everything up for you. I'd like to thank everybody for joining the Shaving Cadre at www.theshavingcadre.com. Chris, Chad, and I really appreciate it. And then I also want to give a shout out to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. It's certainly appreciated. It is produced in conjunction with the Shaving Cadre. However, it is my channel. If you do want to like and subscribe, please do so. At the end of this video, you'll see a small thing pop up over here that'll have a crossed razor blades and the guy with a mustache. As some of you know, that I used to have a handlebar mustache, but not no more. Okay, here we go. This is a full hollow, so it sings a little bit more. I've had some people ask about how I wipe the razor, and as some of you know, I have a sponge, and I know some people have gone to that rubber silicone thing that they can stick to the sink. Unfortunately, I have both. I have Chris's and one other model, and it's good, but for me, the sponge still works better because the sponge is a huge sponge, and it's tall, and it sits right at the sink, almost at the faucet level, so I can move the faucet out of the way and just wipe accordingly. And what's cool about it is I can rinse it out after each pass. So it just works better for me than that other one. The one nice thing about those little silicone things, as Kyle has shown, you can't stick them to the side of the sink. But if you keep water in them, just like with a sushi knife, you can dip the water into it, and that water will run down that blade and add for some extra slickness as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and strop this between passes. We're going to speed up, and we'll see you on the other side for fragrance, powder, and all that kind of good stuff. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Great shave. I have not touched that razor up in a while. And it's not bad, but it could probably use maybe a little bit of time on the black arc. But this will be the real test when I put the alum on it. Yeah, not as bad as I thought. A little bit of feedback, but hardly any at all. I'm really liking the Proraso Alum. It's a great little product. I mean, alum is alum, I guess, but real nice. Yeah, nice shave overall. I'd say I would definitely classify this as DSBBS, and for those new to my channel or those that don't know, DSBBS means dolphin butt smooth. And as with all Saponificio Varesino, you want to shake it up because it's all natural. Natural alcohols, natural plant extracts, and that's what's really nice about it for your skin. And you don't need a lot. I mean, two to 3 drops is all you need. Oh, it's a wonderful smell. Very nourishing on the skin, makes it feel, and the skin doesn't feel tacky like you get with some other natural type of aftershaves. Just real nice. Let that dry down for just a second. And the way I load the talc, somebody was asking, I just turn it over and let the talc fly into the brush. That way there's not a lot of residual. This is not exactly the best design on the Proraso, and then tap it down again. And I know some guys, because they don't want to get stuff all over their shaving down or bathroom, they kind of do this to kind of do it on. I do it the same way I do in my barbershop. I wanted to get it in, you know, and get it coated, not to where it's white, so they're ghosting, but so there's enough that'll last throughout the day as far as keeping your skin from becoming a swamp mess. And then just warm your hands up a little bit and just rub it in. Now, the only other thing I do not have with the Penhaligons is an atomizer. And if you do find this 200 milliliter bottle, it's got a monster opening. So either put a reducer in it or an atomizer would be ideal for the cologne. Or using the KJ method, the spider method, just use your thumb. And then, of course, for Nurse Dave, got to do it on the earlobes for those women that are chewing on my ear all the time. And that's it. Wonderful, wonderful, fresh fall, citrusy, light, airy, just a wonderful shave. So thank you for joining Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I'm Barber Dave. If you haven't checked out our website, again, www.theshavingcadre.com. And please like and subscribe. And if you'd like me to do anything on these videos as far as shaving related, as far as tutorials or anything like that, please just put everything in comments. I do welcome all comments, good and bad. I will answer those comments as well. So once again, Barber Dave, Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you soon.